back. Joining us today, we have Dale Senger on the show. He is a mental health social worker with Interior Health. Welcome back to the show.
Hi. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well. Did you shovel this morning?
I didn't have time. I had to get to work.
Yeah, there you go.
New routine.
That's right. And getting back into routine is a big deal for a lot of us. Depression, though, at this time of the year is also a lot more prevalent, of course, with the winter weather. Christmas is over, Dale. People struggle at this time of the year.
Yeah, depression, it's a real illness. As you mentioned, 1 in 4, 1 in 5 people will probably experience some significant levels of depression and anxiety in their lives. Causes of depression, you're looking at genetic factors. Maybe you've got a family history of depression, other relatives. Could be some medical issues that might cause depression, MS, diabetes, chronic pain and health issues can play a factor in mood. Situational things.
Like the weather, like SAD, right?
SAD, seasonal affective disorder, the darker days for sure.
Yeah.
Can have an impact on a person's mood. Situational things, loss of work, financial stress, which people might be experiencing this time of year now that the fun of Christmas is over, the bills are coming. So
that's right. So what should people be doing if people are feeling these feelings coming on? And for some, if it's that familiar feeling because of that time of the year, how should they reach out? Yeah,
see, depression, it can be a mood. I feel depressed today. Not a big deal. We all experience some levels of depression, anger, frustration. It's when the mood lingers on for, more than a few weeks, most days over those 2 weeks where I'm really down, low energy, either increased eating, decreased eating, increased, decreased sleeping patterns, negative outlook on life. And that's, like I say, on for most days over a 2-week period. So it's not just I'm feeling kind of blue today. There's something significant going on. Family members can take note of what that person might be experiencing, any changes in their behavior. Somebody that's more outgoing usually, and now they're difficulty getting out of bed. They're more irritable, cranky, maybe even just displaying no mood. Nothing interests them anymore. You want to go snowshoeing. You want to hang out with some friends. No, I don't feel like it. I just want to stay home. I want to stay in bed. That's a good key, some cues that there's something going on here.
And some people might recognize it and say, you know what, I'm not quite right, I'm going to go and get some help. But other people might need a family member to point it out to them and say, look, I noticed that you've changed in these ways, and, do you want to talk about it?
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to reach out, is what I'm saying, to a family member that you might be concerned about.
And again, I make it clear with my clients that you're a family member, you're not a healthcare professional, so it's not your job to treat the depression. Have some eyes on. You recognize some significant changes in behavior. Yeah, maybe say, let's go see the doctor. Let's go give mental health a call. You can always phone us. Do you have the number coming up? Or, 250-377-6500. Call intake, talk to a worker there. They can help see what's going on. Walk in if you want to our office at 235 Lansdowne Street if you really think there's some concerns for a family member. And sometimes that family member may not have that insight, whether it's denial or typical male syndrome, there's nothing wrong with me, or maybe I manage it by give me more beer and stuff, I'll kill this pain.
And that's not good either.
No.
No, not in the long term.
No.
Absolutely not.
Alcohol's a depressant as it is.
So if people have sort of minimal, it's the time of the year, there's a lot of snow out there, days are dark, and back to work, what things should they be doing more? There's some things that you can do to help yourself. Exercising, I imagine. Getting out into the daylight when it is light out there. Force yourself to get out for a half an hour, even go for a walk. Yes,
the activity levels will kick in the endorphins, which are a natural antidepressant. Plus you get that sense of accomplishment after you've shoveled your driveway, although I think as a note...
Didn't happen today for me.
No, and shoveling a driveway, be sure you're in shape too, because I hear heart attacks happen with that first shovel of the driveway. But being physically active, get out for that walk. Do 15, 20 minutes around the block. Get some fresh air. The sun's shining, get out, get in that bright snow. It'll help kick in and improve the mood, for sure.
And then suicide, of course. This is a very sad thing, but unfortunately suicide is among the leading causes of death in 15 to 24-year-old Canadians, I understand. So it's there. And you see this in your work. You see people who are near the brink at times, I'm sure.
And it's tough for families because the family member that isn't dealing with a suicide has these fears and preconceptions going on that, my gosh, if I ask my family member, how are you feeling? Are you thinking about dying? Or do you want to live anymore? However you want to package it. They might be scared that they're going to plant thoughts in people's heads. If those thoughts are there, you're not planting the thoughts in their heads. It gives the other family member permission to know that, hey, you know what? I can talk to you about this. You're willing to discuss this issue, because sometimes people might not want to burden their families with that, so they carry it by themselves.
And that's terrible.
That's terrible. It's a big weight to carry.
It is.
It's a tough call to say, hey, you're really depressed, there's a lot of pressures going on, you just lost your job, or there's financial stress going on, and the person really is presenting with the depressed symptoms. You know, how's it going? Are you thinking about dying? You thinking about, especially if a person gives some small cues about that, ask them. But that's not your job to do a full suicide risk assessment or save them. If there's that issue there, then really encourage them to, go to the doctor.
Right.
Go talk to your doctor. Go to the RAHER to talk to someone there. Call mental health. Be really supportive.
Yeah, the key I really find with situations like this is just making sure that person knows that they're not alone in the world. They're not alone. There is help out there.
Yeah, and that sense to want to withdraw into my bedroom and shut the blinds and stay alone with my negative thinking and telling myself over and over how lousy I am, life is. Woo! That's going to really pull you down.
Yeah.
So the opposite's important. Get out there. And that's where the family members come in. Let's go for a walk. Let's talk to the doctor. Healthier meals. Cut back on the substances if a person's been indulging a bit too much. Cut back on those. Engage socially. Might be hard to do, but get out there. And good friends may be able to share what's going on with you, and they can listen to you.
Absolutely. Fantastic. I think we're almost out of time. Is there anything else you wanted to sort of touch on that we didn't?
Yeah, again, just that if you want to call for a family member, call mental health, 250-377-6500. Pop into our office. You can do that. Bring your family member with you, but the service is there to help you.
Yeah. Don't shut yourself in and don't not talk about it. It's not going to get you anywhere. All right, Dale Senger, lovely to have you on. Happy 2016 to you.
And to you too.
All right, we'll talk again. Again, information is on the screen. They are located down in the 200 block of Lansdowne Street, 235 Lansdowne Street. Again, that phone number, 377-6500. It's there on the screen. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.